Capitalism.
Not a socialist. That's I hate socialism. I hate communism. There's a reason why I despise communism.
Is it?
There's a reason why I'm in politics, because this government in the last 30 years, they've misled our people into this brutal system that has dismally failed all over the world. And to want to try it here in South Africa, that's why I decided, to let me stand up and do something about it. And first wrote a book called Capitalist Crusader. I don't know if you've read
I've
that
never,
book.
no, I've never read it.
I wrote a book called Capitalist Crusader.
So you're a hardcore capitalist?
No, hardcore.
Okay.
But at the same time, I believe in social justice. I was born in poverty. And the reason why I'm in politics, I'm using my privileged position to ensure that our people are not misled by communists, because communists are liars, are deceitful people, they're brutal. The only thing the communists have ever produced in the world is poverty.
But what about China? What about China? I mean, the EFF always speaks about China and says, no, communist China, there's a model that works there.
After what?
800 million people that have been brought out of poverty.
Tell me, would you like to live in China where the government decides for you, or you've got a one-party state? Would you want to live in that environment? I don't want to live in that kind of environment. I want to live in a country where government does not decide what time I go to the toilet and so forth. But I want to live in a society where every 4 or 5 years we decide
the elections.
Absolutely. I don't want to live in a society where you've got a one-party state. And at what cost did China, when after the Second World War, when Mao took over and introduced communism in China? How many people did they made them before Deng came to the rescue with the passing of Mao? Otherwise, I think it's tragic what happened in China. But yes, they're doing well. I think really, I think we've got to give credit to Deng, President Deng, for having tolerated what Mao did, because Mao was a terrible man, without any doubt. And yes, they've done well economically, but the Chinese people, unfortunately, they live under one party to rule. I don't want to really be in that kind of.
But majority of people are not poor in China.
You know where they come from. My goodness, I would not really want to sell my personal liberty, my individual rights.
To have food on the table, to live, to have lights working, to have roads that work, to have infrastructure. You wouldn't want to do that.
And being controlled by someone else. My life being controlled, my political ideology being controlled by someone else. I don't want to live in a society like that. I admire I want to live in a democratic system. I want to live in a country that values human rights.